You're playing Penn State. It's going to be a blackout, alternate uniforms. What are you expecting Saturday?
Man, I'm expecting a lot of just crazy things from our crowd. I don't really know how it's going to look with the blackout and everything. I'm expecting it to be very dark.
Yeah.
But it should be very exciting. It should be a nice little energy in the air for sure, and I can't wait.
But a guy like that can provide a spark at any time. What are you seeing from the Nittany Lions on the offensive side of the ball?
I'm seeing some great things. They got some pretty good skill position guys. Same guys from last year, so we know what to expect from them. Christian Hackenberg, I know him pretty well. He's my quarterback for like a couple 7-on-7s back in like high school, so I know he has a really, really good arm. He's going to be a first-round quarterback for sure. So we definitely got to be on, just everything. Make sure we just assignment correct on a lot of stuff, and make sure we're playing the right fundamentals because he can just put the ball anywhere. Talk
to us about your play thus far. You've been a great shutdown corner, as well as your guy on the other side, Garyon Conley. He's really come along very well.
Oh, for sure. He's definitely made some great improvement. Me and him, we just really been feeding off each other's just energy and all that stuff. So, we always critiquing each other, when it comes to fundamentals and just film work. So he's my roommate as well, so it was great to have him always around so we could just always talk football.
If you know Hackenberg like that a little bit, just from stuff like that, does that mean anything? Like, does it?
Oh, definitely.
Do you know
does.
What do you like? Yeah. What does that mean then? What does that do for you?
It doesn't really do much. I guess I can kind of get a little advantage from it because I've seen him up close, but that doesn't really mean much to me. It's just all you gotta do is just find stuff from film, because stuff from high school, like, people not gonna just keep doing that, as they go to college and stuff. But I just know he's a great quarterback. He has a great arm, so I know he's gonna try to make all the NFL throws that he usually tries to make. So I'm just gonna be on top of that. As a defense, we all gotta be on top of that.
What sets him apart? Why do you talk about him so glowingly from just a passing standpoint, Eli?
Just his arm strength. Just the type of offense they run, he kind of just runs the show. So, he gets all that, accolades and stuff like that for a reason, because he can make all the great throws, and he's just, a great quarterback, a great leader. So, as a defense, we just got to be on top of stuff.
Is this the best passing offense you guys have faced so far?
I don't think it's the best passing offense. They definitely provide a great challenge for sure. So we're going to have to really, watch film. We've already been studying them for a while. So, we're definitely looking forward to this.
Eli, you were one of the original New Jersey prospects here. What was it like just being a prospect in that area? You have Penn State in there. Michigan now is trying really hard to go in there, and Rutgers, of course. What's it like just being a highly rated prospect growing up in that area, and what are the ties like for you?
Oh, it's great. Jersey football, I think, is very underrated. So, we got a lot of great athletes. So I think a lot of people are seeing that now. A lot of people trying to, get great athletes from New Jersey. But it's great to be a great, prospect from New Jersey and see how people are just trying to, come into the state and get a lot of good guys. So, it's a great feeling to know that, and I just want to keep it going.
Why is the competition there good? Why is the football there good, in your opinion?
It's good because we have good athletes. We take football serious. It's just, you can see it. If you go to Jersey, you watch high school football. I put it up with anybody. You can put it up with high school football from California and Texas. You can compare it to all those type of teams. I take very good pride in that.
When you were in high school, did you feel Michigan's presence out there? Did you feel Penn State and Ohio State? Obviously Ohio State, but when you're out there, whose area is that?
Yeah, I feel that a little bit. Penn State tries to get as many New Jersey guys as they can. Mm-hmm. They was always around my school for a little bit. They were still going through that little stuff they was had to go through, but I know Michigan came a lot for sure, and even Ohio State. Ohio State's been recruiting guys from New Jersey. We got a couple guys on this team, and of course Rutgers was always in my school. They was just, they try to make a living coming around. So, it was nice though.
Since Rutgers came to the Big Ten, you've got friends back there, people who watch, you. And does it feel like Jersey is a Big Ten area now?
I think so. I definitely feel that right now, for sure.
What is it about the black jerseys that players like?
What is it about the black jerseys?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just black to me. It's just black with anything just goes well. So whenever you get a situation where you can wear all black, especially uniforms, so you can have a visor, you can put a black sleeve with it. There's a lot of different things you can do with the black stuff. So I think black is just better overall.
What are gonna be some of your accessories on Saturday?
No, I'm not really gonna do too much. I know some guys are probably gonna have a lot of stuff on, some good stuff to try to make themselves look good, but I know Coach Combs, they have a policy where you don't want to put too much on, add too much attention on yourself. So I'm just gonna go out there, have my own all black on, and just try to play as hard as I can.
What is this policy?
I mean, you just can't wear like sleeves. You can't have like a visor, little things like that. But I mean, I don't really mind it because my swag on the field is just regular. I don't really try to do too much. Just, as long as I go out there and just play as hard as I can for my team, that's all that matters.
Where does the whiteout at Penn State rank in terms of road atmospheres you've played in?
Number one, by far, easy. I mean, I'll remember that moment for the rest of my life. That was by far like a season-changing moment for us. I mean, I never seen an environment like that. I mean, I heard so much like stories from it, but all them stories like they don't really help you going into that game because until you actually like face it, you don't really know what to expect. But it was just by far the craziest environment. They had the DJ rocking, they had their mascot doing backflips and just dancing like crazy. I mean, that was by far just the most unique, crazy environment I've ever been in.
So you're calling out
I guess
Brutus
my
is what you're doing, huh?
What was that?
You're calling out Brutus is what
I'm
you're
not
doing,
calling
huh?
out nobody. I'm just letting you know. I mean, it was wild. Just the whole atmosphere was just crazy. And hopefully we can, have something like that Saturday.
That's what I was going to ask you about specifically with the blackout here. Are you all as players hoping that that's what you see, something of that nature, that intensity?
I mean, yeah, that would be nice for for recruiting and stuff. But we know we just got to go out there and play as hard as we can and provide our own spark, for the crowd and stuff like that. So our thing is we want to make as much plays as possible to provide that spark.
Eli, you were a high-profile recruit not too long ago. How much does something like a uniform choice or an alternate uniform play a decision? We hear, 16, 17-year-olds, they want to look at the gear, they want to look at the uniforms. Does that play a role in your decision?
It definitely plays a role. That's why Oregon's been getting the recruits they've been getting.
Yeah.
I mean, guys can say, the uniforms don't really matter as long as I go out there scarlet and gray.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I love scarlet and gray, but sometimes the black uniforms, a little change up here and there, it can definitely be beneficial.
So what would your message be to the naysayers? They say Ohio State, it's tradition. You come because of tradition, scarlet and gray. So you're okay with the black?
I love scarlet and gray. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm be Ohio State Buckeye till I die. That's just real. But sometimes,
One game.
Just for a special moment. There's nothing wrong with that.
No disrespect to the other opponents you've had this year, but how big is just playing a Penn State?
It's just, to me, it's just like another game. You got to treat every game like the same until you start, playing every Big Ten, team, they're going to come and try to give you their best shot. So we know that. So we just got to make sure we treat every game the same because every game is important. You always got to just get that one win. That's all that matters.
But given their history, given the kind of program they've been, does that make any difference?
Yeah, I guess. They have great history. They have, they've had great coaches in the past. So that kind of, makes it a little bit more important. But at the end of the day, if you just make sure you take one game at a time, that's all that matters.
All right, thanks, everybody.